You've heard me say you don't have a functional wardrobe without the right basics. You've also heard me say that if vowels are the glue that pull the words together in an alphabet, then think of your basics in your wardrobe as the glue that pulls your outfits together in that wardrobe. I'm going to prove all of that to you in just a minute. So if you want to see, you're going to have to hang in there, and I'll be right back to do that. Welcome to Waist Up Wardrobe. I'm Christine Vartanian, a civil engineer and attorney turned personal style expert and image consultant. As the founder of Jade for All Seasons, I am passionate about unveiling the inner confidence of my clients by developing their personal style. But is getting dressed up still important in our virtual world? Well, that's where my experience can help, what I call Waist Up Wardrobe. Waist Up Wardrobe is a podcast for all things you need to conduct an outstanding Zoom meeting. It's about how to dress for the camera, but it's not just about the clothes. It's about everything you need to know to show up on brand and professionally for the camera. Join me in the Waist Up Wardrobe studio to discuss how to navigate this virtual world and dominate from behind the desk. Hi, Virtual Nation. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Waist Up Wardrobe. And today is sort of almost like a little workshop type of episode where I'm going to be discussing with you and really showing you why having the right basics in your closet are so important to having a flexible, effortless, and very functional wardrobe that really where you can maximize the selection. But before I get started, we want this to be a dialogue. I want to hear what you have to say. I also am so interested in your thoughts. So please drop some love in the comments and let us know what you're thinking. And if you have any questions, we can do it. We can answer those here on the spot. And also, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to Rick Moscoso, my amazing producer of the show, who's always here behind the scenes in the production room, making everything work seamlessly. There he is, popping his head in. And thank you to all of you who always come here and listen to the show or listen to it on the replay and contribute, because this is an audience that we want to grow, a community that we want to grow, because being on camera is never going away. It might change, but we are always going to be working in one form or another on camera and in this new sort of virtual world. Today's episode, though, works for on camera and off camera, your everyday traditional life, because it is about your wardrobe in general. It's about what it takes to really have a great wardrobe that's flexible. And I am claiming that in order to have a wardrobe that's functional, you have to have the right essentials in it, the right basic items. Because if you don't, you're going to have a really hard time pulling outfits together. And I don't know if any of you have heard this statement before, where people complain sometimes that, they feel like they have so many things in their closet, but yet they still feel like when they walk into it, they have nothing to wear. And the fundamental reason why this happens is that they probably do not have the right basics in their closet curated that bring their outfits together. Many of us, particularly women, we are really good at curating beautiful things. We can buy a great dress. We can buy, a great item, a beautiful beaded sequence, a jacket. And we end up collecting all these special pieces. But the thing is, if you have a lot of special pieces and everything is a special piece in your wardrobe, you're really going to have a hard time mixing and matching them. And that's why basics are really, really important in the wardrobe, because they are those quiet pieces. They are that glue that brings the outfit together. And I'm going to demonstrate how today. So, style is a language, and every language has an alphabet. And that's why I really love this analogy. When I'm guiding people through building a wardrobe, I really love this analogy about how to think about basics. And if in the English language, the vowels are the glue that pull your words together, then think of your basics like the glue that pull your outfits together. So that's really how you should think about it. And that's why they are important. And so, some myths about basics, right? Some people go, well, basics are not for everyone. Everybody doesn't really need to have basics, or does everybody have to have the same type of basic? So if we thought of a little black dress as a basic, which it is, um would would somebody who is an apple shaped figure wear the same little black dress as that who is a pear shaped figure? And the answer is no. But they each should have a little black dress that suits their figure in their wardrobe. Because so that is sort of kind of a statement that, it doesn't have to be like a black shift dress, or a strapless dress or spaghetti strap dress, because everybody has a little black dress that will suit their figure, that will make them feel that they feel great in. And it's not the same for everybody. Okay. Another myth about basics is that they're boring. Well, I mean, it really depends on how you style them. It's always about how you style things that make them, more exciting or make them work. So, so, the myth about basics being boring is that, yes, if you're always wearing a little t-shirt, without a white t-shirt without anything on it, the same way as a uniform, that can be a little bit boring. But then again, maybe your style is super minimalist, and that might be completely okay for you. So those are some of the things, but I'm going to show you how to take a really basic wardrobe and make it and maximize it to make it not boring. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about for those of you who think that, having a little black dress is kind of boring, or not exciting enough. So, most of the time when I'm talking to people about curating the right basics, I have a proprietary chart that I've created, and I break down 10 basics you have to have for each season. So these are seasonal columns. So this is like winter, spring, summer, and fall. And each of these lists have the 10 items you need to have for each season. Today, I'm going to approach it a little bit differently. Today, I'm going to talk in general about categories of clothes, the type of core. So we're going to break it down by tops and bottoms. The necessary tops you have to have that are your basics, necessary bottoms that you have your basics. Just a different way of looking at it, because everybody's different in how they like to learn. So this might be helpful for some people when they are curating their basics. So one of the first things I want to talk about is your basic tops. What are those basic tops that everybody has to have in their wardrobe so that they can feel like they have a complete wardrobe? And I have a slide that I want to share with you all about the kinds of tops that are really are the optimal pieces you have to have in your wardrobe. And if you look at the slide, you'll see that there is a theme here. They're neutral, right? You have the dark and the contrasting light one. And the reason you have that is because in the winter and fall months, you're going to wear the darker shades of tops. And in the summer and spring, you're going to wear the lighter ones, the whites. So, for instance, let's just talk about the little white t-shirt, right? The little white t-shirt is an absolute basic in your wardrobe, the short sleeve t-shirt. And when you're in winter months, I like to say the long sleeve white t-shirt takes its place, even though it is, I know, white, but sometimes we need a bright white shirt in the winter if we're wearing winter whites, or if you want to pair it with chocolate brown. So it is definitely a warmer weather t-shirt, but still really important to have in your wardrobe. So the little white t-shirt, the little long white t-shirt, the little white tank are those underpinnings that you could wear that then you can take and you could put a great pair of statement earrings on a little white shirt and you've got an outfit. Or you could put a great statement necklace on a little white shirt and then you have another outfit. Or you can wrap a scarf around it and you have a third outfit, all with the little white shirt, whether it's a tank for summer or a short sleeve for a little bit of a springy, more cooler weather, or a long sleeve t-shirt. So that's how that flexes. You take this white t-shirt as a canvas. It's a white canvas and you can then get really expressive with how you style it, whether again, it's with a statement earring or with a statement necklace or a great scarf, or I'm wearing right now a white t-shirt that has long sleeves. And let me just demonstrate. I would take my little red blazer and my white t-shirt is my underpinning. And as you can see, it's brought my outfit together, right? And I'm wearing jeans, which is another basic that we're going to talk about a little later. So the thing with a little white t-shirt is that it makes your wardrobe it upsizes the selection of outfits in your wardrobe. As you can see, I took one t-shirt, I transformed it into 3 or 4 looks right now in front of you. You can also take a little denim jacket and throw it on it. You could take a great shawl and throw it on your white t-shirt. But at the end of the day, you have a canvas, a blank canvas, where you are flexible to throw anything on it and make it look great. You can even throw one of those really special pieces, those beaded, maybe a beaded jacket that you curated from that special piece that we talked about. You need that little white t-shirt underneath it to really pull it together into an outfit. So back to the slide, you see that you got the white t-shirt, right, lineup right there, the tank, the short sleeve, the long sleeve. So the purpose of having the tank all the way through the longer sleeve is, of course, weather appropriate, right? What is going to keep you weather appropriate? But the idea is you want to have that white blank canvas to then layer on top of. Similarly, the little black t-shirt is equally important because in the winter months, or if you're wearing jewel tones, or if you're wearing darker tones, you might want to have the darker shade t-shirt underneath it. But you use it the same way. With the little black t-shirt, you throw a great scarf on it. With the little black tank, you could throw a great statement necklace on it. Put your jeans on it, and then you got an outfit. Again, the black t-shirt or the white t-shirt, they function as a canvas, a clear canvas where then you can splash a necklace, earrings, any topper in terms of a denim jacket, a trench coat, a blazer, and you have multiple looks that you can really, um, flex into your wardrobe. So that is when it comes to tops, those are the basics that you have to think about having in your closet. And this is across all seasons, of course, right? Because we're talking in categories of pieces, types of clothing. Next, we're going to go into the basic bottoms that should really populate in your closet. The things that you absolutely need to have in your closet so that you can feel like you have a complete, or at least the foundational pieces of the wardrobe. Okay. And I have another slide to show you here where I really highlight those basic minimal number of pieces across all the seasons for you to have in your closet. It's not going to come to anybody as a surprise that a pair of great fitting jeans is the number one basic. I'm wearing it right now with my white t-shirt. Okay. That is year round, really. But in the summer months, sometimes you want to have like the shorts alternative. And that's why I always am on my proprietary chart. I have denim shorts as your summer must have bottoms. Because it's really easy again with a white t-shirt or a special t-shirt or anything to really pull an outfit together. And then, of course, we have the black pencil skirt that can be dressed casually or can work for business. If you if you take your white shirt and tuck it into your pencil skirt and then throw your blazer on it, you got a great work look, right? Or if you leave a flowy silk top on top of it with some cute flip flops, you've got a casual look. and then, of course, the black slacks. So these, again, are 4 bottoms that if you have in your wardrobe, you can create so many different looks, with, combining it with the tops, which are basics, and then just throwing something that's unique on top and creating some really, really good, looks just using some of these basics. And you know what? The thing is, if you had just a wardrobe of basics, you can actually have a great wardrobe. um, it might be a little bit boring, and you're gonna have to figure out how to make it a little bit more signature, like with the special belt or a special accessory. But they definitely can be those things that are totally foundational, and you can completely rely on just those items. All right, so I'm going to move on to next what I call my basic toppers, the things that you have to have in your wardrobe that are things that go over a shirt, right? Like a jacket or a topper, some kind of a topper. So, um, like the denim jacket, I have one right here sitting on my rack, as you can see right here, and a bunch of basics back here. Of course, I just drop my this little white t-shirt, but here's a pencil skirt. Basics are really important. I always have basics in my inventory because when somebody comes to me to get a capsule wardrobe built, the first thing we do is we build their box of basics. So um, back to the denim jacket. I mean, that is such a great way to top any outfit, summer to winter to fall, on top of a little sundress, or on top of a shirt, a white t-shirt and jeans, on top of a white t-shirt and shorts. It's a really great topper. And I have a slide to demo some of these necessary toppers that you should have in your wardrobe. It is a slide that shows you a various number of toppers. And, there are several of them. The denim jacket is one, the black blazer is another, a leather jacket, a lightweight jacket, a warm weather coat, and a trench coat. So if we can go ahead and bring up that slide, I've highlighted 3 items here that I think are the absolute necessary ones. So the black blazer, because you can dress down a black blazer with jeans and a t-shirt again, or you could dress it up with a white shirt and a pencil skirt, right? For business and casual. Denim jacket, you could put on a sundress. You could put on a more dressy dress. You could put it on pants or skirt. I mean, it's just so versatile. And then a trench coat. I really like a trench coat because it serves that lightweight jacket purpose, but it's also one of those classic pieces that if you ever studied the style of a French woman or like looked at a woman, a Parisian woman's closet, they always have a trench coat in it. And it's because it's sort of that lightweight, classic, timeless jacket you could throw on just about anything. And I just love, love, love the idea of everybody really needing a trench coat in their wardrobe. So again, let's talk about like how you put a look together based on these 3 slides that you just showed. I just showed. So like let's say your white t-shirt under your under your trench coat with jeans, right? Great look. Your white t-shirt under the blazer with the pencil skirt for business, with and then throw on maybe a great necklace to just spice it up and give it a little bit of a signature look. So as you can see, you can really work with these things. In fact, it's even exciting because you could take the blazer, throw it on your jeans shorts with a tank, and you got a great sort of casual but fun look to go out with your girlfriends with. So there's a lot there. And I want to just so we just discussed tops, basic tops that you must have, essential tops, essential bottoms that you have to have, and essential toppers. But I'd love to pull Rick up here because I want to talk a little bit about the gentleman. I don't want to neglect the gentleman in the audience. And I just really I want to get Rick's take on, some of these ideas of basics that I'm going to suggest to him for the gentleman. So, Rick, whenever you can pop in here, how are you today?
I'm good. I was hiding.
I know. I always have to bring you out of that production room so everybody could
Uh,
hear the male perspective because we definitely, definitely need that on the show. But I just talked about, sort of this list of basics and essentials that every woman should have in her wardrobe. And when it comes to the gentleman, right, they have some certain basics too that they have to have. And
Mhm.
I always recommend, of course, a dark suit, because that is a great thing for work, business. I know it feels a little bit corporate, but every man should have a dark suit, whether it's a navy suit or a black suit, because it always comes in handy, right? What's your thoughts on that?
Yes, eh, I have it because I wear it different ways, like you were suggesting for the ladies, and so I have both of them. If you look at my wardrobe, though, it's mainly darker colors.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not the type of guy that feels good in anything kind of brightish. Even the tans, like the brighter tan
Yeah.
jacket.
Yeah.
I've always been on the darker side myself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that goes great with your complexion too,
Hmm.
and that's really important. I love that you bring up that point because sometimes when somebody puts something on us that's not suitable for our colorway, our coloring, um, or that doesn't feel right, it's probably not right, and you have to follow your instinct there. You have to look and feel great in what you're wearing. The other thing I really love for a gentleman to have in his wardrobe is a great sports coat, because what ends up happening with that is that you could totally dress that down and you could totally dress it up and it's fun and it kind of spices up the wardrobe. And I consider it a basic, whether it's like a check or a plaid or a solid. What are your thoughts on that? Do you have something like that?
Yeah, I have one that's a little bit on the darker side, but it does have some pattern into it. And, I wear it every once in a while, especially when we go out or if back in the day when I was in corporate,
Yeah.
trying to dress down a little bit, but yet be, and yet still look a little bit dressed up, but more casual.
Yeah.
I would wear that, whether it was with an open collar shirt or just a t-shirt or something like that. But yeah, I have that too.
Yeah, one of my favorite looks for gentlemen is having a great sports coat with a nice, clean, crisp t-shirt underneath it and
Mhm.
jeans and a great pair of shoes. And it really looks really sharp, still super casual, very current. I just think that's such a great look. And it is true though, most gentlemen, they at least they have to have some of those darker suits, right? The navy, the black. And then when it comes to ties, we talked a lot on the show about ties for gentlemen, especially if they're showing up on camera, not having a lot of pattern in it. But if you're off camera, you can play with pattern all day long, right? When it comes to
Mhm.
ties. And I know in your line of work, because you lead a very casual lifestyle, your brand is a very high, you're in the tech world, you don't probably wear a tie a lot. But for those gentlemen who do, having some textured ties, solid textured ties are ideal for the camera. But then having some of those like paisleys with some tones that complement their colors are really paisleys, checks, all that would be beautiful for off of the camera. And
Yeah,
so tell me about your tie selection.
yeah, well, it's been scaled down a lot because, my wife kind of looked at my closet and said, you haven't worn those ties in years and you probably will never go back to corporate. So why do you still have them?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has been scaled back. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I started corporate 25 years ago, right? And so
Yeah.
the style of ties back then is certainly different than today. And so I got rid of a lot of the dated ones that looked like it was something my dad would wear.
Yeah.
um but I did keep quite a few that kind of go along with what you were describing. So um nothing too emblematic, or nothing
Yeah.
too loud in color, but something that's just still looks professional, finishes the look. And um I I do still wear them every once in a while. Obviously on camera I never really have an instance where I really need to.
One day I'm
um
gonna make you.
Oh, cool. You're gonna have to prepare me then, well ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Kidding. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that ties, I do think that it's essential for gentlemen to have a number of ties in their wardrobe. I mean, there always comes an occasion where you have to put one on. I mean, I know it's
Mhm.
not necessarily a daily for everybody, but it's really important to have that. The important to have a crisp, nice white colored shirt, button down, of course, in the wardrobe for gentlemen. Important to have a great pair of shoes and a great belt. I often say a brown one and a black one, just warm and cooler tones. So there are some pieces that are really key in a gentleman's wardrobe, and I didn't feel right sitting here and talking about, essentials for women and then
Yeah.
neglecting the fact that men too have to have some basics that pull their outfits together. Uh,
Let me ask you something, and I don't know if this is related, but I mean, in accessorizing the tie, right? Um,
yes.
I just remember back in the day, and I do see some older gentlemen still use like the tie clip or the tie
Yeah.
tack and stuff like that. Is that kind of dated, or what do you feel about that?
Yeah, I personally, in the current time, I don't feel like it's a current thing that people do. I mean, now you're seeing a lot of embellishments on the lapels. You'll see a lot of, like even flowers on lapels and pins on lapels, which I think is great. But on the tie, generally, it's not happening now. I do think that every once in a while, like if you have something special from a grandfather or something, it would be great to put it on there as sort of something that's signature to you. Like if it was a
Mhm.
signature vintage thing, I think you could pull it off, but not something that, it used to be like they used to wear all the time, right? It was a thing that you did all the time, but not so much anymore. I would never say never to a look because everybody has a different style. And if it's like I said, if it's something that was vintage that just was signature a certain person, I would never say don't wear it, right?
Yeah.
But as far as style fashion, let's talk about current trends. It's
Mhm.
not one of those things that trends anymore, but you do see a lot of embellishment on lapels, which I think is really cute and really cool and can be very sharp. I mean, like even like a little pin on the lapel, you see that a lot, and those are really still very trendy.
What about pocket squares for the guys? I mean, I like finishing off the look with a nice pocket square, but I'm assuming that's still kind of you can do all kinds of crazy things with pocket squares, right? Different colors and
Yeah.
that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, I love pocket squares. I think pocket
Hmm.
squares on the other hand are super cool. And right nowadays you can get a pocket square in any kind of fabric, silk, cotton, with the piping on the edges. And there's like 1,000 ways you can style them, the folding of them.
Hmm.
There's so many different ways. You could keep it nice and clean with a sharp edge. You can make it nice and fluffy. I mean, so many ways to style a pocket square. I think it's like the perfect accessory, especially like
Yeah.
if you're wearing a sports coat and you're going out to a little bit of a cocktail party or something like that. I think that's a great thing to do to throw in there to splash color,
Hmm.
and to complement maybe to complement a tie or not. You don't have to be wearing a tie to wear pocket squares. So, yeah, great questions. I love that. I love that. So, when it comes to accessories for men, I think having some great ties, it doesn't have to be a lot, but some great ties that you can, interchange with your dark suits, and then some like a couple different pocket squares, some that coordinate with ties but could be worn alone as well, are really great accessories. A great watch for a gentleman is really important, although I know nowadays people don't wear watches anymore because they got their iPhones, but I still think watches are a great accessory. What is your thought on that actually?
Oh, whether you have a phone or not, I think a watch is a must for a gentleman when you're dressing up, right?
Yeah.
I've just been kind of spoiled by a friend of mine who's a watch collector and has, almost 400 different watches in his home. And so a lot of times when wants to get rid of the nicer ones, it's like, I get first dibs on them. And so, I get good, nice quality watches that I can dress up, that I can wear with a suit, or even the ones that are, you look at them, they're really nice dress up watches, but yet they have a dressier rubber band to them,
Yeah.
where they can actually be worn in with a golf shirt or something more casual. So it
Yep.
can go either way. So there's a lot of flexibility with that. I'm a watch wearer believer, when, whether I'm in a suit or not. So
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that's really, really, and that like of any accessory that you're gonna keep, I would say the watch is everything. So I really appreciate I still appreciate the great timepiece. So
Yeah.
Melissa's on here and she's asking for a guy who does not dress up much and maybe has a total of 2 suits that were purchased a while ago, but who doesn't really want to spend the money to upgrade to new suits. Can you recommend a way? Recommend a way to make those suits look more current? Oh, okay, great question. I'm so glad that we're talking about the men because that rarely happens here. So definitely. So one of the ways to do that, depending on the types of suits that the gentleman has in his wardrobe, is break up the suit. Take the top of the suit jacket and use it as a sports coat. Throw it on jeans with a great, even like a t-shirt, a basic t-shirt underneath it, like a gray t-shirt or something really basic but clean and nice and tidy. Belt it. You can wear it like that, or put a pocket square, since we're being talking about pocket squares, in it, and you got a great look that's super casual, very trendy. And and Melissa's liking that suggestion. Thank you for throwing in that question, Melissa. Keep the questions coming. Thank you for being here and pitching in here with some of your ideas. I think it's really important for us to really bring. I always bring on Rick to tell us the men's perspective, because people go, well, you talk all about women because the business is really around women, but men are important too. Oftentimes, I'll style my lady clients and they're like, can you work with my husband? I'm like, sure. So it's not that I don't do it. And that's why I want to make sure that we pay attention to that part too. So yes, taking a suit that you already have and breaking it up. Now you want to make sure the suit that you're selecting is a classic, right? So if it's a suit that is the double-breasted suit now is not so much a thing. It's more, you don't see it a lot. So I would go with the more traditional blazer with the 2 buttons or the 3 buttons. And if you want maybe a dark suit, maybe that one that doesn't have a lot of like vibrant pattern. So use one that's more of a classic. If you have 2 or 3 suits, pick the one that is more classic and use that as your sports coat on top of jeans or anything else. And so Melissa is following up and she's asked, should we dump the microfiberish blazer? Probably. Probably. I can't really say 100% without seeing it, but my gut here is telling me yes. So maybe we should jump on a call and you could show me on camera, Melissa, and we can actually make some decisions about some of these pieces. But yeah, the microfiberish blazer isn't so much thing that is it's something that you see a lot of people right now putting into use. So again, I am loving these questions. Keep them coming. Okay. So we talked about, the tops that you need to have in the basic wardrobe. We talked about the bottoms that you need to have in the basic wardrobe. And I need you guys to hang in there, because with the hashtag basics and shine at the very end of this episode, when you put that in the comments, you can put it in anytime, actually, the hashtag basics and shine, I'm gonna send you a 30-day course to how to build your ideal spring wardrobe. Okay, so this is really cool because every day you'll get a new tip on how to build in something for spring. And at the end of 30 days, you end up with this great 30-day, it's either a makeup tip or a hair tip or a clothing tip, and you will really, really enjoy it. So hashtag basics and shine, so that I can send you to send you this course where you end up with a 30-day built out spring wardrobe, because spring is coming up and we want to get you all styled for spring. Okay. So the next category after tops, bottoms, and toppers is your basic dresses that you have to have in your wardrobe. The basic dresses you have to have in your wardrobe are, there's the basic one, right? It's the little black dress. The little black dress is the top thing that everybody should have in a wardrobe. Now, I have had people say, I don't like black. And I don't want to wear black. I never want to wear black. And that is okay. So for you, the alternative is a little navy dress or a little brown dress, whichever one you gravitate to the most. But I'll tell you, having this little dark dress in your wardrobe will transform you and give you 100 outfits. The little black dress can be worn with pearls for a traditional look, could be worn with a statement necklace for a more edgy look, could be worn with a scarf, like I said. It could be, you could top it with the jeans jacket, you could top it with the trench coat, you could top it with the blazer in a color, you could top it with a black blazer, you could top it, you could put it with pumps, and you could put it with boots, and you could put it, with flip-flops, even a great pair of flip-flops. I'm not talking your rainbow flip-flops. I'm talking about maybe something a little bit more elevated. You could take the little black dress and throw a white colored shirt on it, tie it at the waistline. You got another great look. So, as you can see, I just built you probably, I don't know, 15 looks just sitting here and talking about it, and it is allows you some creativity. Again, think about the little black dress or the little navy dress as your canvas. It's a blank canvas, and so when you layer things on top of it, you get these great looks. You could put a great vest on it. You could put a great faux fur vest on it. So many things you could do to get that to make it flex in your wardrobe. Okay, so I'm going to bring up that point again I brought up earlier, and that is about the idea that is there just one little black dress that works for everybody? And I would say like a shift dress. Like if you don't know, a shift dress works for most figures. One that's a loose-ish, doesn't cling to the body, but some people have great shoulders and they want to show off their shoulders. So for them, like a spaghetti strap, little black dress is ideal. Some people don't, they like to have long sleeves because they're always cold. So in that case, like a little cotton dress like this is a great option. Some people like a fit and flare because they're more of a pear shape figure, more hourglass, and so they need to have that flare. They have a tiny waist and they want the flare, and so that is the better selection for you. So just because I say a little black dress doesn't mean you have a certain little black dress. It's a little black dress that when you put it on makes you feel great and like $1,000,000. So there's two other dresses that if you had the option for investing in more dresses are a great add to your wardrobe. The little black dress, hands down, is the one and only that will flex the way it does, that way I just explained. But if you had the opportunity and you want to spend a little bit more money and add another couple of really great dresses, there's two types of dresses that I would recommend because they really work well for summer, spring seasons. So the next slide here demonstrates a dress, like a floral dress that you could wear to a bridal shower, a garden party. And that's the benefit of having something like that in your closet. The one with the spaghetti straps is like a sundress. A sundress is great because it's lightweight for summer. You could just throw it on, then throw on your denim jacket on it, and you got a great look. But these two types of dresses are kind of like the next essential pieces when it comes to dresses, because you want to have a dress that you could dress up for a party, and you also want to have like a fun like daytime party, and you want to have a dress that's lightweight that you could just throw on and go. Okay, so those two other additional dresses that you don't absolutely have to have, but could be really, really powerful in your wardrobe. So, next, I want to talk a little bit about the basic shoes. I get this question all the time. What are those really important shoes I have to have in my wardrobe? And I have actually a video of the top 10 shoes that every woman should have in her wardrobe. And that is a video on my website. If you want that, say shoe video, or just drop the word shoe in the comments and I'll send you that video as well, because that really lists 10 of the shoes I think would be really ideal to have in your wardrobe. But not everybody wants to have 10 shoes. So what are those basic absolute must-haves? And with the next slide, you'll see that the absolute must-haves that you really have to have in your closet if you want a super flexible wardrobe is the little black pump, which of course can dress anything up, right? The black flat, ballet flat, a great set of flip-flops. So when I say an elevated or a great set of flip-flops, I'm really not talking about your comfy rainbow flip-flops. I'm talking about something that is a little bit more pretty, because you want to be able to wear it with a dress. You want to be able to wear it out if you're going to lunch. You still want to look nice. You still want to be flat to the ground. So this specific one, I actually have, I I've actually sourced this for a lot of my clients because it's such a great pair of flip-flops. It's the bow flip-flops, but you could have one with rhinestones, whatever really speaks to you. Just a great pair of flip-flops in your wardrobe would be great. And a boot. A lot of people go, we live in California. Why do we need boots? Well, we need boots because we are stylish people. That's why we need boots. And boots could go great with your jeans. They could go great with a dress. They're really a great versatile piece to have. So you do need to have a pair of boots, in my humble opinion. That is definitely one of the things that made it in my top 36 items you have to have in your wardrobe for a great wardrobe. Okay, next. And finally, I'm wrapping up all the basics here. So we started with the tops. We then went to the bottoms. Then we talked about the toppers. Then we talked about dresses. You completed the look with shoes. But really, if we're going to be thinking of style as a language, a way of expressing yourself, then one thing needs to happen and you need to accessorize, because accessories are the um, they're like the sprinkles on top, and they actually punctuate your outfit. They are the grammar, the punctuation to your outfit. So you have to do that to to complete a great look. And some of the basic accessories. So, of course, you can have a great signature accessory that, a great bracelet that grandma gave you, or a locket that mom passed down, or, some of these heirloom pieces are really amazing and can help you stand out as somebody who has your own signature style. But some of the basics, we're talking about basics today, is you have to, or you should have, a set of hoops in your wardrobe. And I always recommend gold hoops, because gold hoops are like the most timeless. A set of gold hoops can go with any outfit. If you don't know what to wear your gold hoops. The other thing is a great scarf in your wardrobe in colors that you love. Maybe you like plaid, so it could be a plaid scarf. Maybe you like floral scarf. Maybe you just want a solid scarf. Whatever really speaks to you, because that's where your personality is going to come out in the colors and the patterns that you choose. A great pair of sunglasses. It's interesting. You can put a great pair of sunglasses on and you'll have a dramatic look. So really invest in a great pair of sunglasses as a piece to accessorize your outfits with. And finally, this is the thing that I always love to add to everybody's wardrobe. When I'm sitting there building a capsule wardrobe for somebody, I always try and find something in their closet that's completely unique to them, that they are the only ones who have it, because that will create a signature look for them. It will make it look not like a cookie cutter styling process. So for me, for instance, I wear my name, Christine, around my neck. It has a little heart that's an heirloom piece in black with a cross inside. This was handed down to me by my aunt, and I just love it. And it's something I wear all the time. It's my signature piece. Um, and I always wear it. So people kind of know that that's so Christine when she wears it. And so, um, examples, like I was in a closet of a client once who had all this Norwegian jewelry stashed in her safe. And we were talking about it, and she brought out, she goes, I never wear this stuff. I'm like, why not? This is like part of your heritage. Nobody else has it. And she started wearing it, and she started getting the biggest compliments on this, and it was so signature to her. So I guess the final thing I want to say is that all these basics are really important, but one of the basic ideas you should definitely think about doing is having or wearing an item that is only yours, only you have it. Like I said, it could be a locket that grandma passed down. It could be your Norwegian jewelry passed down from your Norwegian family. It could be, you know, sometimes it's like some people love to just wear scarves all the time. That's their signature. Sometimes people have a bracelet that is special to them, or those things that really nobody else has. That's what you want to think about as your signature piece. And that, to me, it is basic to have something that's special to you so that you can really claim it for your own. So if you're wearing just a white t-shirt and jeans, like, because those are important basics, and then throwing on a necklace that grandma gave you, you don't look like everybody wearing a white t-shirt and jeans, because that is so signature of you. You've really styled it and accessorized it with something that nobody else has. That's how you make it less boring if a basic t-shirt and jeans is too boring. So I'm just going to really quickly ask Rick to do something really hard here. I want to bring up those slides one at a time, starting from the beginning, because I want you to see the roundup here. So the slide number one, we talked about the toppers, right? The essential toppers you have to have, right? The white t-shirt, the long white t-shirt, then the basic counterpart black t-shirt, and all these iterations of the lengths of sleeve, okay? The next thing we talked about is the bottoms. The bottoms you should think about having in your closet as basic essentials is a great pair of fitting jeans, a great pencil skirt, and a great pair of pants, slacks, and a pair of jeans shorts. The next set of basics you should think about having is, the toppers. The toppers are a black blazer, a denim jacket, and, the essential chic trench that's so classic and timeless. When it comes to shoes, shoes are, um, like I said, there is the video of the 10 must-have shoes you should have. And he just pulled the video and he put it here in the comments. But if you want the bare minimum, it's the boots, the pump, the flats, and the flip-flops. And I skipped over the dresses, but the dresses are really important too. So, you want to have that nice dress, floral dress that you can wear to a special occasion. You want to have a sundress that you can throw on in the summer and go. And you absolutely want to have the little black dress. And when it comes to accessories, I don't have a slide for that, but remember, you want to have a great pair of sunglasses. You want to have a great pair of gold hoops. It could be any size. It's a size that you're comfortable with. I tend to like big earrings, so I wear big hoops, but your hoops could be medium size or small, just depending on what you gravitate towards. And finally, don't forget to put a signature on it with something that's special, an accessory that's special to you that nobody else has, whether it's, a great heirloom piece passed on by your mom, whether it's a ring that was given to you by your sweetheart, whatever it is, that's going to make your outfit fundamentally you and very signature to you. So, I hope this helps. Now, these basics I talked about, they are a subset of all the basics found in here. I didn't want to overwhelm, but when I work with my clients in the wardrobe, or if I start building a capsule wardrobe for them, the first thing I do is I build them a box of basics. That is the most important thing. The box of 30 plus basics that they have to really help flex their wardrobe. And sometimes they have some of these pieces. Sometimes they have a great pair of fitting jeans. Sometimes they have a great white t-shirt that they're comfortable in, or a great little black dress. So it's not always that you have to buy those from scratch, but at the end of the day, you have to go through the list and mark those off. So I help my clients do that. And I wanted to just do this episode because people are always asking me, what are the basics you recommend? So this is the bare minimum. This is what you should really, if you wanted to go shop for your basics, these are the things that you should check off your list. Think about fit. Always think about fit. You don't want to get a white t-shirt that's so billowy on you that doesn't really flatter you. So that is really important too. But I want to also say that with the hashtag basics and shine today, if you put the hashtag in, I'm going to send you my 30-day course to building your basic spring wardrobe. So put the hashtag basics and shine, and we'll get that to you. And you'll get to sit there and build and get ready for springtime, because that's coming up. And finally, I just want to wrap up with the Waist Up Wardrobe weekly wrap up. Okay, so the main takeaway here is, in order to have a wardrobe that flexes with ease and functions and is effortless, you have to build in those basics. You do. A tip is really listen to the show and use the checklist that I gave you as your very own checklist to go and search for those basics that really suit you and your figure, and build them into your wardrobe. And use this show as a tool. Those slides I showed are a really great tool for you to know visually what you're looking for. And finally, action item. This is a really good one because it's super easy to do. Go to your wardrobe right now and look at your closet and see, of these things I mentioned, what are the items you already have? Do you have a little black dress that you love? And the thing is, you really have to love it. You have to love wearing it. Because if you're going to build 100 outfits with a little black dress, it better be a great fitting little black dress, right? So go see what you have from the checklist I gave you. Do you have a little black dress? Do you have a little white t-shirt fits you well? Do you have a great pair of fitting jeans? Fit is everything. If you have a little black dress, but it fits horribly, please invest in a new one. If you have a great pair of jeans, but it's totally outdated, please invest in a new one. Okay. So it's not just about having the item, it's about having that item and it also being flattering on. So there you have it. That's a Waist Up Wardrobe Weekly wrap up. And thank you for joining here with me here today. And thank you for participating. Melissa, we're going to get you that 30-day course. I'm going to send it to you very shortly here. And anybody else who listens to this replay will get that course if they put in the comments, #basics and shine. And there you have it. Join us next week, same time, same place, and bring a friend. And we'd love to see you and give you more tips on how to show up looking professionally and feeling great in your outfits. As we mature, we find that meeting I forgot my title for the show. As you mature, in order to reach your maximum health and wellness level results. Okay, I'll try it over again. I really butchered that one. Okay. In Waist Up Wardrobe, episode 77, in episode 77, further, the tool that I think I need to do that whole thing over again.
Yes, okay. All right. Go ahead. Okay.
Do whatever moves you. It doesn't have to be something that, it doesn't have to be signing up for a competition or running a marathon. It has to do something that makes you want to get up on your feet and do the work.
Okay.
That was interesting. That was funny. That was actually funny. I like that one. Yes. Yes. All right. So that was good. Melissa was here and she got some tips. And I love that we brought in the gentlemen. We talked about the guys. Yes. It's so funny. The question that came in was about menswear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you had some really good questions too. I hope I answered them for you.
Yeah, you did. It was great.
Felt satisfied,
It's great.
Yeah. Okay. So the wrap up, right?
Yep, the Speedy Recap. You ready for it?
Speedy Recap, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's see. It's weird. The studio went down when I was gonna bring on one of the slides. It logged me out. It's like, oh, geez. But I was watching it on my phone to make sure it didn't kill anything. Usually it doesn't kill anything unless I hit end broadcast, right?
Uh-huh.
And
so you don't think it killed anything, right?
No, it was fine because I was watching it as a backup on my phone.
Yeah.
And it was fine. I just logged back in and then you didn't even know. No one knew.
But at the beginning, at the top of the show in black before you got me on, right?
Yeah, I know. For some reason, this intro of it, the countdown. Let me see. Yeah, for some reason, the countdown wasn't playing. It was like black.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Yeah. Because it was weird because it showed that it was playing, but then I couldn't see it playing. But then at one point you said it was playing, right? When I came back in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Weird. Yeah.
All right, let's do the Speedy Recap. Let's do it. Okay.
All right, when you're ready, I'm going to mute.
All righty. Okay. You don't have a functional wardrobe. You don't have a functional wardrobe without the right basics. You've heard me say so many times that if vowels are the glue that pull the words together in an alphabet. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Never mind. I'm going to do it over again. Okay. You don't have You don't have a functional wardrobe without the right basics. You've heard me say so many times that if vowels are the glue that pull the words together in an alphabet, then think about your basics and the essentials in your wardrobe as the glue that pull your outfits together. So, how would you build those basics into your wardrobe and what are they so that you can have this great functional and effortless wardrobe?
Okay, that's good.
That's good. Okay.
Yep.
Episode. Okay. In episode 78, the ABCs of building a wardrobe. In episode 78, the ABCs of building a basic wardrobe. Wait, no, okay. In episode 78, the ABCs to building a great wardrobe, I talk about how to get started and I actually give you long lists of what to curate for your basics. So, the main takeaway and the main can I use part of that?
Yeah, you can
I was gonna
start with
say
the main takeaway, or
I was gonna
what
go
was that before that?
into I was gonna say the Waste Up Wardrobe weekly wrap up because I didn't say that. I should do it all over again. It's fine. I'll do it all over
Okay,
again.
okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. In episode 78, the ABCs to building a great basic. In episode 78, the ABCs of building basics into your wardrobe, I show you exactly how to build those basics and what they are. So, the Waist Up Wardrobe weekly wrap up for episode 78 is that the main takeaway is remember, you cannot have a functional wardrobe that's easy and effortless and flexes without the right basics. The tip think about going to this episode 78, listening to it, and taking those checklists as a tool and using them to curate your very own basics. One tip is make sure that even though you have a great pair of jeans, make sure it's not only a great pair of jeans, but it's also great fitting because fit is everything. So curating these pieces is one thing, but making sure they fit well is a whole other thing. And that's really important too. Action item, go to your wardrobe as it is today, your closet as it is today, and look at the list I gave you in episode 78 and see what you already have that you love, that fits great, and use those as part of your essentials. So, oh, wait, I didn't end that well.
Um,
I don't know where to start if I had to. I have to do the wardrobe, the whole wrap up again.
no, 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 no. You were just getting done with it, right? Tips,
Yeah.
tools, and action items?
Yeah, I have to say, so there you have it, that last part, the summary, like the ending part. I didn't say that, but I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. I mean, you said everything else good, right? Up
Yeah,
until then?
I just didn't end it right. Yeah, yeah,
So just do the end. You're
okay,
the ending, like you're gonna close out.
okay. So there you have it, the Waist Up Wardrobe weekly wrap up in a nutshell. Go watch the episode because it's a great tool for building your basic wardrobe.
Yeah, I'll make it work. That's good.
Yay, perfect. Okay, I have to jump.
Okay.
Do we
What's
need have
next
anything?
week?
Oh yeah, I have that in my head.
uh,
I actually want to do a Valentine's Day one.
you could do
Like
that.
what to wear for Valentine's Day or, what the different types of outfits you could wear for Valentine's Day depending on what you're doing.
So you have one. Next week is the 3rd, right? And then you have the 10th. So you have 2 weeks. 2 episodes.
Yeah.
You can do
Well,
that not next week, but the episode after that.
on the 10th, we already have a guest lined up.
Oh, then do your Valentine's thing then next week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
get me stuff.
I will. I will. I
Okay.
will. Okay,
All right, see
bye.
you later. Have fun tonight.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.